I hadn't set foot on my ranch for over a year. Life had been a whirlwind. Managing properties, attending HOA board meetings, and juggling my role overseeing Utes Bay across the entire country. To most people, that sounds like a boring desk job, but trust me, it's anything but. That morning, I drove up the long winding dirt road to my ranch. The sun was barely peeking over the hills, the air crisp and clean. For a moment, it felt like pure freedom, my sanctuary away from emails, conference calls, and HOA complaints. Then I saw her, Karen, HOA Karen. She stood at the edge of my driveway, waving a clipboard like she was directing traffic. I smiled politely, thinking maybe she just wanted to say hello. Instead, she pointed her finger and barked, "You're trespassing. I'm calling the cops." I raised an eyebrow. A trespassing? On my own property? She didn't even pause. She whipped out her phone and started dialing, clearly enjoying the performance. By the time the police arrived, Karen was pacing, ranting about bylaws, fines, and anti-community violations. The deputies looked confused. One of them even whispered, "Do you own this property?" I chuckled and said, "Yes, and I oversee every HOA in America, including this one." Silence. Her mouth dropped open. Her fingers froze on the phone. The deputies blinked like they'd just been hit with a plot twist from a movie. You? What? I said, "I oversee every HOA in the country," I repeated, calm as a Sunday morning. "All permits, all rules, all budgets, they report to me." Her knees went weak. She couldn't process it. She tried to play it off like she was still in control, but even she knew it wasn't true. The deputies exchanged glances, clearly wondering if they were about to get fired for answering this call. Karen's voice cracked. I thought you thought you could find me, call the cops, and intimidate me on my own ranch." I said gently, "I get it. Mistakes happen. But this one is going to cost you." Before she could protest, I tapped my phone. Instantly, her HOA charter appeared on my screen. Overdue fees, mismanaged funds, and dozens of violations. Every single one of them now under my direct authority. Karen turned pale. I didn't know." It's okay," I said with a smirk. The aftermath was entertaining, to say the least. Karen and the HOA board scrambled, calling lawyers, trying to negotiate, but it was too late. Once I got involved, every single violation was flagged. Mismanaged funds had to be returned. Illegal bylaws were struck down. HOA meetings were suspended until proper oversight could be restored. Word spread fast. Other HOA Karens nearby started double-checking their permissions, terrified that I'd show up next. One by one, they realized that bullying residents on their own property was not just illegal, it was laughably futile. As for Karen, well, she tried to apologize, but by then, it was too late. I had already taken control of the HOA systems to ensure compliance. Her petty attempts to intimidate me backfired spectacularly. Every fine she'd ever issued was nullified. Every overreach reversed. And the best part? She had to attend mandatory HOA training on authority limits and resident rights under my supervision. I returned to my ranch, finally alone, watching the sunset over rolling hills. It was quiet again, the air filled with freedom, not confrontation. For the first time in a year, I could breathe without worrying about someone trying to bully their way onto my property. And the lesson? Never underestimate a person who quietly holds all the keys. Karen learned that the hard way, and the story? It's still making rounds in HOA circles nationwide. Sometimes the power isn't in the rules, it's in knowing who actually makes the rules.